hanging, everybody. Welcome to General Hospital MV, my GH after show, and a very happy Halloween to all the GH fans out there watching the show today. As you can see, I am in costume. I am a steampunk traveler, and I know this because that's what it said on the package. And as you can see on my face, I am wearing makeup. But this is not fresh makeup. This is makeup from last night that is half melted off because I went to a Halloween party and I was too hungover to take my costume off. So really, this is just me hungover and not getting out of my costume yet. So I want to talk about my favorite parts of this week. The first one I really want to talk about is the return of Robin Scorpio. I love this woman so much. Anytime I see her on my screen, I squeal like a little fangirl. She shared her scenes with Sonny. Sonny is still beating himself up over Morgan's death, obviously. He went to the bridge with a gun and was contemplating suicide. I knew that if anyone could get through to Sonny, it would be Robin. There is so much history between the two characters, especially on that bridge, because even though it's a newer bridge, that spot in particular holds very fond memories to both Robin and Sonny. It's the spot where their dear friend and lover, Stone, bungee jumped. It's also the spot where Sonny, Brenda, and Robin dumped Stone's ashes when he passed away. Stone was very much a part of their conversation when Robin talked him down. Stone knew he was dying, and he packed so much life into the last few months before he passed away. So Robin sees it as selfish for Sonny to commit suicide, which makes sense. It would only put Sonny at peace, and it would make the rest of his family go through hell the rest of their lives. Although Sonny did make a valid argument saying that, everyone's getting hurt around him because of him, it's not a lie. Another interesting thing that happened at the end of this week is that Morgan showed up at the Corinthos house looking like a zombie, his clothes wrecked. I mean, yes, it's really obvious that it's just a vision that Sonny is having. This scene is rumored to be Brian Craig's last scene as Morgan, so, it's hard to say what's going on. Another highlight of the week for me was Bobbie Spencer. Okay, so originally, a few weeks back when Bobbie met Nell, she clearly did not like her. There was something off about her to her from the start, and that still held to be true by the end of the week. Bobbie knows something is up with Nell. Honestly, I think she's seeing deja vu. Bobbie has been through this herself before with her own daughter, Carly. This girl shows up who's just a little bit too nice and a little bit too involved with her life, gets to know her life inside out, and really she was just there to seek some sort of revenge on Bobbie. Carly slept with Bobbie's husband, Tony, and basically blew up their lives. Bobbie seems to think that Nell's about to do the same for Carly. Her reasons being, who knows? I don't think she's gonna turn out to be Carly's daughter, but there has to be something there. All I know is that I want the story to speed along a little bit faster because there have been weeks on end where Nell just seems to be like a really nice girl and there's no inkling of her having some sort of agenda. There's always been these blip moments that happen like once every 3 weeks with her where we're just like, that's an evil face she's making. Like, what is her deal? Kind of makes me wonder if the writers even know what her motive is at this point or who she really is. All I know is that I need to find out ASAP. Finally, let's talk about Claudette. She has gone to Canada. She clonked Griffin over the head and ended up on the airplane, which she had a surprise guest, Valentin Cassadine, who the WSB swear that he is in prison. I want to know what is going on with the WSB. When did it become this pit of shady dealing? Meanwhile, back in Port Charles, Laura is planning on selling Windermere. They had a little get together at the end of the week just to say goodbye to the house, goodbye to Windermere, and goodbye to Nicholas's things. Kevin shows up in a Halloween costume. He's the only one, and he's in a lion mask and a wizard's cloak. I don't know what he's supposed to be or why he's in costume in the first place. It's just this horrible attempt to make Valentin Cassadine appear in the same costume and surprise people, which I was like, yo, he ain't talking. How has no one caught on that that is not Kevin? Another thing that left me dumbfounded was that Alexis answers the door and sees that it's Kevin in the same costume and doesn't really think much of it. Valentin in disguise offered her a drink in the same costume, and then she went to go get the door where he was, and she was just like, But on the plus side, Alexis finally gets to meet her half-brother. He revealed that he actually owns Windermere and Spoon Island now, so Laura can't sell the house. Hopefully he reveals his whole plan very soon. Clearly he's Houdini because he's somehow in a jail cell, also in Calgary, also in Port Charles, so I guess it wouldn't be the first time we've seen doubles on the show though. Anyway, those were my highlights of the week. Feel free to tell me yours in the comments below or on my Tumblr page. And I am wishing you guys a happy Halloween.